Welcome back to Zwartkops and some more action now from the Extreme Festival of Motorsport. Great to see on the sideline. Lots of support from the crowd, but lots of support from our suppliers as well, with SBK Eyewear in the house. All our food vendors are here, and the kids are being entertained off the circuit. But there's big entertainment on track now with the Legends of the 9 Hour, proudly brought to you by SKF. 15 cars coming out. The under 2 litre class is made up of 4 of them. The rest are all Little Giants. And the Little Giants category has now been boosted by the welcome return of Kasi Kutsia in the Tom Camphor Volvo. Great to see that Vic Camphor's given the old man, who hasn't been behind the wheel of a race car for about 20 odd years, Rob. So watch out for the multiple rally champion coming through there in that P1800.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's used to the dirty stuff. So coming here onto the grippy tar, watch out for that 1961 Volvo P1800 to make all kinds of maneuvers around the Zwartkops track. As we head off now, going into turn 1, you can see Jaco Taylor Jr., Chad Desharte, they're right up in the mix there already. Getting these cars stopped, not an easy thing to do. Franz Lombardi also right in the mix there, car 227.
Franco having a good start there. There you can see Terence Carlo and Kasi Kutsia side by side as they came out of turn 2. The front end, the 3 cars are under 2 litres, the rest of them are Little Giants, and Polter is all over the back of Lombardi with Roger Houston right behind that. Chad Desharte leads things out in the Little Giants. Let's see if he can make his way to the front end and maybe give these guys a bit of a run for their money as they head up onto the braking markers for turn 5. Lombardi hanging on and just keeping Polter out. But look at that, Houston diving on the inside. Roger Houston has got some fire in that little Alpha today.
You can hear those brakes just squealing as they head to the top of the hill. Old school cars, he's beautiful to see. And one of the main attractions of the Extreme Festival has become this category. As you can see, because of the really competitive driving that goes on our track with these vintage cars as they come now across the stripe for the first time of asking. It does look like Lombardi is going to cross the stripe. Yes, he does. Polter not too far behind, and he's bringing Houston along with the ride.
Yeah, unfortunately, Polter's teammate there, Vic Camphor, parked on the sideline with a broken gearbox. They couldn't quite get that machine sorted out. So the second of the Volvos from Tom Camphor Volvo out and on the sideline. But the third of them is Kasi Kutsia. He's in the mid back there of the Little Giants. And it looked like just in the background there, it looks like Ishmael Beloy might be leading things out. Chad Desharte coming through there rapidly in the 201, starting to close in. And Mark Dutoy there as well. There you see Kasi Kutsia in that P1800. He is now fighting hard with the MG, and that is being driven by Stephen Brits as they come down that back straight. Mark van Rooyen diving through. Looks like Ishmael Beloy. I saw earlier on, Ish put his hands up. It looked like there might have been a problem there in that dart. Unfortunately, half the field not here today because my dart's not there.
Ah, there we go. At the top of the hill on the inside there, Polter makes the move on Lombardi. Really good drive there from Polter, getting to the front end of this field now. He's going to try and extend that lead. And here again, just those brakes squealing. I love the sound of that. Wrestling these old cars through here. Remember, no kind of steering aids on these cars. Very much steering wheel, gear stick, and accelerator. Off you go.
Roger Houston just backing off ever so slightly. I'm a bit concerned about the pace of those front 2 cars. No pace worries at all.
What did I say?
Kasi Kutsia dives on the inside of Andre de Kock and just shows him the way into turn 5 and 6. Andre de Kock must be thinking to himself, hang on a second. This oak's normally on the dirt. What's he doing on the tarmac?
That was an incredible move there by Kasi. And here comes another really good move a little bit further down there on the inside. Chad Desharte now is going to try and go around the outside. Car 425. Alpha Spider trying to make a move there. Does he make it stick? I don't think he is on Carlisle Kritz in the Ford Anglia.
Nice to see that Mark van Rooyen just behind that waiting for something to go wrong. Carlisle Kritz comes across on Desharte, doesn't let him through. So he's going to have to make him a little bit harder work to be done here by Chad Desharte as they go through Volkswagen. He's around the outside in that Alpha Spider and he's lost onto the net. This is good stuff, eh? This is fantastic stuff. Going back to my thoughts about this man though, Polter and Franco Lombardi seem to be lapping a little bit too quickly for my liking. There's a very good possibility they may have broken out. So Roger Houston diving through there for second place. Doesn't really have to worry too much because I think there's going to be an issue there with those 2 cars. Houston looks like he might come through for second place at the flag, but a possible win there for Houston in the class.
Coming down to the final turn now, checkered flag is out. It will be Polter that'll cross the line with the overall win. But like I said, we're going to have to go to the timing sheets at the end and just make sure that they haven't broke out of those times. And not too far behind was Houston and Lombardi. So we're going to wait for the final results there. But brilliant driving from all our drivers out on track. And I just can't wait to see Kasi Kutsia in race number 2. But here is the overall results. It is Jaco Taylor Jr. that picks up the overall win ahead of Chad Desharte. Roger Houston there in 3rd place ahead of Franco Lombardi. Chris Carlisle Kits there in 5th place. Mark van Rooyen in 6th. Overall winner Alan Polter dropped down to 7th place there. Won't be happy with that. He's going to come out in race number 2. All guns are blazing.
Looks like they're going to try and sort that car out and get it just to be detuned ever so slightly. Watch out for Clive Winterstein in the Porsche. Didn't really see too much of him in race number 1, but I'm sure he'll be back for race number 2. That little Alfa Romeo has got a great turn of pace. the under 2 litre class about to hit the lights. There we go. They drop down into turn 1, just ahead of the Little Giants. Mark Toy going side by side with Chad Tender-Shartan around the outside. Looks like it was another fantastic start from Yako Taylor Jr., who leads things out as they go into turn 1.
My question now is, in the likes of Poulter, does he have a timing monitor in that car to tell himself to slow down in that, or do you just got to try and maintain that pace?
Not allowed to. Look and feel is what you're going to go with. So you know what your car's capabilities are. If you're going to push it over that, unfortunately, it is going to cost you. Now as they head down into turn 3, look at Mark van Rooyen in the Bay Drive machine. That Sunbeam looking for a way through on Carlisle Kits right from the word go. Didn't quite make it stick, but there's a big move there from Roger Houston. He's got himself ahead of Franco Lombardi as they head to the top of the hill there behind Poulter in the under 2 litres.
Now Franco in the ideal position here. He's going to just sit behind the 2 litres, let them jostle it out. As I say, that commentators just wipes all that off, because tries to go around the outside there of Houston, doesn't make it stick. But again, these top 3 drivers are going to just have to watch out that pace. Maybe in the final stages, just back it off a little bit, because you do not want to break out. We saw how costly that was for Poulter in race number 1. He crossed the line in first, but on the timesheets at the end of the day, overall in 7th place. So he's got to watch that time.
Down into the braking mark of the G&H Transport corner. Houston just controlling 2nd place at the moment with that hard-charging Alpha behind him. The GT Junior looking for a way to just close things down. They want to run and get away at the front end. Another GT Junior leading things out in the Little Giants. That is Taylor Junior, Stephen Brits behind him, and Ishmael Beloy now with that dart of his sorted out. Looks like he might be fighting for the lead.
Now Taylor Junior just showing once again that the consistency is what it's all about. He picked up the race 1 win after a couple of these drivers got knocked down with those fast laps, and he looks like he's doing it again. A little bit further back there's Ishmael Beloy. Good to see that he's sorted out whatever problems he had. Has got 26 runs on the dirt. Mark van Rooyen on the dirty stuff did very well to keep that all together. Just chuck stones all over the track there. The marshals here brilliant and working hard all day. We'll get that sorted out, no doubt.
The Bay Drive Sunbeam just running ever so slightly wide, trying to maneuver there. Didn't quite work out for him. On the brakes to the top of the hill, Poulter leading things out. Looks like he's going to be pushing hard to get away from this under 2 litre field. Roger Houston coming up on Clive Winterstein. There's the Porsche I mentioned. They're going to try and squeeze through on that Porsche. Houston goes with him. Is there going to be a space there? Yes, there is. Just enough space for Lombardi to go through as well. So not really being hindered there by Clive Winterstein's 356 Porsche as he comes down the hill behind the hard-charging under 2 litres. Houston diving for the lead. Gets up the inside and he's through. Easily done.
Now, these guys do look like they're setting an incredible pace, and it might just be a little bit too quick there. You can see 1 lap remaining of this race then, so they're going to really have to watch out for that. Yeah, we got Poulter fighting back on the inside there. Not going to be enough room. We're going into turn 2, maybe line up something, but Houston going very defensive. You see just closing off that inside line, but he's got to take the nice wide sweeping line. Again, no power steering to play with these cars, so you can't really get on that inside line and get the car turned around that tight hairpin.
Ishmael Beloy now locking up. Oh, he's off the circuit. Ish making a big mistake there. The current champion in this category, of course, remember, just making a massive mistake. That's allowed Taylor Jr. through. He's gone ahead and taken the lead now ahead of Beloy. Has Beloy lost any more positions? No, he was just further enough ahead. Looks like maybe Stephen Brits might have squeezed him out, but I think Brits and him are now going to fight for second.
Poulter has changed up at the front. He's got ahead of Houston, and look at that Lombardi not too far behind. Houston fights back going into the right hand, and there's going to be contact for sure. Poulter had to pull out of that, but he's got the ideal optimum line on the inside. Brilliant stuff going down to the checkered flag. There's 1 corner remaining. Lombardi's trying to stick in there to make a move. He now goes on the inside of Houston in the final turn. So Houston, from leading the race only a lap ago, has dropped down potentially to 3rd place on the results. Remember, we're going to have to wait and see the corrected times, but checkered flag is out, and it is Poulter just ahead of Houston and Lombardi.
So there's no problems there for Houston, that's for sure. Chad Tender-Shartan going to come across the line to take the Little Giants category ahead of Yako Taylor Jr. He'll finish up in 3rd place, and then Stephen Brits down in 4th place ahead of Beloy. Franco Lombardi demoted down to 6th place ahead of Alan Poulter, 2 of them breaking out, and Kasi Kutsia in the top 8 in the Tom Camper Volvo. Let's catch up with his teammate, Alan Poulter.
Yeah, it's getting better, but every time I drive it, I seem to get more into it like a duck to water, and it really goes well. It was fantastic, very, very hot, but I had a good race. Fortunately, I owned too few cars, but I started from the back of our class twice, which I wanted to do, and had a good race coming through to the front.